Are you ready?
We're rolling.
All right, put my glasses up. All right, let's talk about the difference of NPK No Prep Kings and Street Outlaws. It's really simple. It's right in the title. NPK, No Prep Kings. No prep racing at a track. Street Outlaws. Street racing on a street, taking a chance on getting your shit impounded and going to jail. Big difference, guys. Big, huge, major difference. It's funny because I have been here. Boy, you got that thing right up my face, girl. What's up?
Well, let me back up.
Yeah, back up just a little bit. Ease up, baby.
We'll make sure we can hear you. You talk so quiet.
Oh, yeah, I know that's right. So, here's the funny thing. I've been, well, we get messages. I don't go on social media, but you guys send me messages going, hey, did you see this? Hey, did you hear that? It's funny how some of the guys that are NPK guys are now saying, I'm a street outlaw. No, you're not. If you ain't put your shit in the street and took a chance on losing your shit, losing your car, you're not a street outlaw. You're NPK. Which, hey, there's nothing to be ashamed of being a part of the No Prep Kings. But do not get it twisted that one is the same. Don't get it twisted because you do well at a track that you can go out on a street like what we're fixing to do up here with Ultra Super Mega Cash Days. I just love saying it that way. I know it's pissing everybody else off though. But yeah, I got that from Stacy.
Yeah.
But just like what we're going, I mean, we're driving through New Mexico. Like what we're fixing to do.
Don't
this
speed
shit's
through here, by the way. The highway patrol through here is hot. I've seen like 4 pulled overs.
Holy crap, well, I guess I better slow down. I was running 90.
Yeah, you better.
So, without my seatbelt, living fucking dangerously. So, for all you snowflakes that want to comment on that, how about 80? 80 good?
Yeah.
75 mile an hour. So, it's not the same, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. Hey, you are part of the Street Outlaw brand, but you are not a street outlaw. Until you put your shit out in the street and risk it all for that win, you're not a street outlaw. If you ain't went out on a road 1 o'clock in the morning and got busy for some money, you're not a street outlaw. You're a No Prep King or Queen or in between. That just got the fucking video banned.
Oh.
So, anyway, I wanted to clarify that because when I hear that shit, it does bother me because I am a street racer. I've raced on the street way more than I ever have in the track. Still to this day, even with No Prep Kings and all that, I've still raced on the street way more than I have at a racetrack. And it's different. It's a whole different mindset. It's a different setup with the car. I mean, you're putting it all on the line. NPK, yeah, I tell everybody, you're riding a hand grenade with the pin pull, but that is nothing compared to go out on a fucking bare street and drop the hammer on a car. So, some of the guys are saying we're street outlaws. I gotta say, guys, hey, glad to have you part of the NPK deal. It's great to have everybody that participates in it, but that don't make you a fucking street outlaw just because you're racing at a racetrack. Now, like I said, what we're going to right now, this is a street race. And I am super excited about doing it because this is where we started. This is the shit that we do. And to believe it or not, I'll say it to everybody, this is where the 405 is what we're really fucking good at. I am way better on the street than I am on a racetrack. And for all you haters that want to start in, let me clarify something. One guy made the comment, how far do you ever get? I was 4. I never fell out of the top 5 for the first 3 fucking seasons until Monty Smith died and I lost my brothers. And I was trying to do everything myself and my heart wasn't in it. And I stepped on my dick, I'll say it. I stepped on my dick many, many times. But for the most part, games and other bullshit, once I got to the 4 spot, the game. That's where the games really began. That's why being back in the 405, back with the 405, is way different than it was then. Way different. A whole different atmosphere. Everybody's, I don't know.
Way better.
Yeah, everything about it's better. Like one guy said, the fucking world is ended. If Daddy Dave and Reaper are talking, yeah. When I came back on, I told them, I will be ride or die. And that means something to me. I have a typical biker mentality. I don't have a fucking David Mann tattooed on, David Mann's Ghost Rider on my back. I got 3 Harleys. My first bike was a 47 jockey shift panhead hardtail. So I've done my fucking time. But I have a typical biker mentality too. If I like you, there's nothing I won't do for you. Travis Quillen came up with this.
Yeah.
He said he has a typical biker mentality. If he likes you, there's nothing he won't do for you. If I don't like you, there's nothing I won't do to you. So it is what it is. But that's part of what street racing is about too. I mean, I have been at Tulsa Racetrack, midnight drags, back to back with a friend of mine, fixing being a gun battle over a fucking match race. But that's a fact. Matter of fact, one time up there, some of the guys from Oklahoma City that really didn't go up there that much came up there, and I still remember Perry Robb shaking 355 El Camino. Went into the bathroom, there's a guy laying in the bathroom stabbed. He came out, and I'd never seen a car get loaded on a trailer so fast. And hey man, where are you going? He goes, I'm out. Boom! But midnight drags used to be a pretty rough deal. But that was at a racetrack, but it was a totally that was grudge racing type shit. But we also would fall out there on the fucking street before and after. So clarified one more time. If you're a street outlaw, that means you'll go out there and you'll break the law to win to race. Not because you're in a controlled and oh, hang on. I already know what's gonna start. This controlled environment. Yes, it is. It is a controlled environment because we're filming. But I would venture to say, well, I know Ryan Martin, Sean Ellington, Dave, Don, everybody from the 405 will fall out on the fucking street. I hate to even say this, but it is a fact. I know Boosted GT. I know there's a bunch of guys that are going to be here that I promise you will fall out on the street for money. Any street, anywhere, anytime. So that's what's kind of cool about this. There is a bunch of guys that have been street racing for a long time from all over the United States. And it is going to be an adventure. I can guarantee you that. Going to be some wild ass racing. And
my 2 cents too.
Throw it in there.
If you were on the show for 15 seconds one time, that does not make you a street
outlaw.
Oh,
you know what? Good point.
That does not give you the right to call up such and such and say, I'm a street outlaw. Can you give me some parts? No.
You know how many people have fucked up and pissed off? And some of you guys that are just now coming in this are finding out it's hard to get sponsorships and get people to help you because so many people have been a blip on the fucking, that Barron guy from Oklahoma City. He was a blip on the motherfucking screen and fucked NGK up and a whole bunch of shit for other people because they went promising things they couldn't fucking produce. You know, if you don't have a signed fucking contract with Pilgrim to do the show, you're not part of the show. You are a guest on the show. You are a blip on the radar until something else happens. There have been a bunch of blips that have turned into shows. Kai Kelly, all those guys from New Orleans, the Bird Brothers, I mean, they came on a show, and guess what? They got their own show. JJ and his guys, they came on a show, they got their own show. So just because
you have to bring something to the table. You have to be a character to move beyond that, which we've already talked about.
Yeah, I've already tried to explain to everybody the difference between being a character and being just being a blip.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna start calling it a blip.
Yeah.
You're either a blip, you're a character, or you're a long bleep that's never going to make it to the show anyway. And you know who you are. You don't want to admit it, but you know who you are. So, and there's a long list of them. So anyway, that concludes. I hope that gives clarification to everybody of the difference between Street Outlaw and No Prep King. And do not get it twisted. Everybody that's at No Prep Kings, you can fall out on the street anytime. Right?
Right.
All right. We're out.